Today I'm going to share with you 5 mistakes that you need to avoid when you're making your next video. Let's take a look. What's going on? Jay Lippman here. Welcome to another video. If you're new to the channel and you want to learn more about video editing, camera gear, and how to make better videos, then make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you can get notified whenever I upload something new. Today I wanted to share with you a few mistakes that you need to avoid when you're making your next video, and these are mistakes that I have made in the past. A couple of them I still make today. Either way, if you can manage to avoid these mistakes, your next video will be better quality, it'll flow a lot better, and you will have a much easier time putting it together. All right, let's get started. The first mistake you need to avoid is not planning ahead. And this is a mistake that I constantly make. There's a lot of times when I might have a topic or an idea for a video, and then I just run with that. I just pick up the camera, I turn it on, and I start filming, and it usually comes out okay. The problem is, after I just start filming and I go back to edit, I have hours of sifting through footage trying to figure out what will go best in the video, how to really put the story together, what's usable, what's not, and all that stuff, and it just takes so much time. If I would have just taken a little bit of time before I turned the camera on and put together a shot list or a script or a storyboard or something so I had a better idea of what it was that I was going to shoot, then that whole process would have been a lot easier. So the next time you go to turn the camera on, make sure you stop and you plan ahead, whether it's a storyboard or a shot list or a script or all three. Planning ahead will help a lot. Mistake number 2 that you need to avoid is linear thinking. Let me explain. A lot of people, when they first pick up a camera, when they first start making videos, filming videos, they have this idea in their head that just because a video needs to be in a certain order, that it needs to be filmed in that same order. On the flip side of that, a lot of editors have the same problem, but kind of opposite. They think that just because a video was filmed in a certain order that it needs to be put together in that same order. And neither of these are true. If you're a camera operator, then your job is to film things in a way that just makes sense and is budget friendly and time efficient and all that stuff, which means if you have a lot of scenes in your video that are all shot in the same location, even though they're scattered throughout the story, just film location by location. Film all the scenes in one location, then move on to the next one. When I'm filming my vlogs, whenever I actually get out there and vlog, I will typically put together the story first. I'll film all the main dialogue stuff first, and then I'll go back and I'll shoot a bunch of B-roll because I know at some point I'm either going to want to overlay my dialogue or I'm going to put together a cinematic sequence or something. It's just the more efficient way to shoot your videos. And if you're an editor, your job is to make sure that the story makes sense. So let's take an interview, for example. Maybe the interview questions were asked in a specific order, but maybe when you get into the editing process, you realize that maybe a question that you asked at the end actually sounds better if it's following up a question that was asked in the beginning of the video. As the editor, it is your job to make sure everything flows smoothly and everything is put together in a way that makes sense. And sometimes that means that you have to put things in a different order. The third mistake to avoid is not paying enough attention to audio. Now, you guys know me. You know that I'm obsessed with audio and that I've talked about it a whole bunch on this channel, and there's a good reason for that. Audio is super important. People will leave your video because of bad audio long before they leave your video because of bad video. I'll be putting together a sound design playlist fairly soon, but in the meantime, I do have a video linked in the description for how to get better sounding dialogue. Make sure you check that out. Mistake number 4 is ignoring color. I can't tell you how many times I've had conversations with people who just flat out say, I don't color grade, I don't do anything with the color, and really, guys, taking a little bit of time to color correct your footage and put a little bit of a grade on it is really gonna take your videos to the next level quality wise. It's gonna be a lot better to look at. It's gonna make people look at it and be like, wow, that looks amazing. Even if it's something simple like the teal and orange look that almost everybody uses nowadays, if you just do something small to make your video look better, it's gonna make a huge impact. So take a little bit of time to do a little bit of color grading on your footage, and if you don't know how to color grade, watch some tutorials and learn how to color grade in the software that you're using. Mistake number 5 is not reviewing your completed video before you put it out into the world. I used to do this all the time. I would film a video, I'd put it together, I'd edit it, and I would just upload it to YouTube and release it to the public without ever really reviewing it beforehand. And then I would go back and I'd realize, wow, this is a horrible, horrible video. And I screwed up so many different points of the edit, but people had already started watching it and already started commenting on it. Now it's just out there. It's just out there, and I can't do anything about it. Now when I create my videos and I think I'm done with an edit, I wait at least 6 hours before I review the footage, because that way I'm looking at it with a fresh set of eyes and I can more easily see if there's any mistakes that need to be corrected or any additional editing I need to do before I can release it out to the public. And here's a bonus mistake that you should probably avoid, is not getting a second opinion. I regularly chat with Michael Fire Jr. and Michael T. Panetta, and we share our videos with each other before they're released to the public to get a second opinion on the videos and see if there's anything else that needs to be changed. And I highly recommend that you do the same. Get together with a couple people, 1 or 2 people that you know you can trust to give you the honest truth about your videos, and ask them their opinion before you release something out to the public. That will up the chances of you putting something out that your audience is really going to enjoy. If you want more tips and tricks on how to make better videos, there is a playlist linked in the description of this video. Make sure you go check that out. In the meantime, like this video if you enjoyed it, share it if you think your friends will enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell if you haven't done so already. I'll be back Wednesday for a brand new live stream, but until then, thanks for hanging out, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.